There are a handful of SUVs on used car lots right now that are absolute gems sitting there completely ignored. Nobody wants them for one stupid reason: people don't know how good they are. While everyone's fighting over RAV4S and CR-Vs, these sit there costing $5,000 to $10,000 less. Same reliability, same drivetrain capability, fraction of the price. That's not opinion. That's what the numbers show when you compare them side by side. These will run 200,000 to 300,000 miles on routine maintenance. RepairPal data across thousands of owners backs that up. Some of these rank higher in reliability than the Hondas and Toyotas people overpay for. Every single one is all-wheel drive, ready to handle snow, slush, and everyday driving. Today I'm counting down 5 cheap SUVs everyone overlooks. 3 are absolute gold mines, plus 1 luxury bonus pick that might surprise you. And stick around, because number 1 will make you question everything you thought about which brands are reliable. Number 5. Mitsubishi Outlander GT, 2013 to 2021. A Mitsubishi Outlander GT runs $10,000 to $13,000. A comparable Honda Pilot, $18,000 to $22,000. Same 3 rows. Same all-wheel drive capability. Nearly half the price. Let that sink in. Why is it so cheap? Simple. Mitsubishi's brand reputation took a hit over the years. Most buyers skip right past them without even looking. That's not a mechanical problem. That's a perception problem. And perception problems are where smart buyers make money. Now, here's what the data says about what's under the hood. The 3-liter V6 in these wasn't just reliable, it was damn near unkillable. Naturally aspirated, port-injected, timing chain not a belt. That means no $1,000 timing belt replacement hanging over your head. Owners with regular maintenance report these engines crossing 300,000 miles. Annual maintenance cost? $519 a year. That's RepairPal data, not my opinion. No turbo to fail. No CVT to slip. No direct injection carbon buildup. Just a naturally aspirated V6 that runs smooth and keeps running. Pair that with a proven 6-speed automatic and Mitsubishi's SAWC all-wheel drive system, 3 rows, real capability, dirt cheap money. Critical parts stick with V6 models paired with the 6-speed automatic and completely avoid the 2.4-liter 4-cylinder. That 4-banger has oil consumption issues and uses a CVT. I'm not here to sell you on every Outlander. I'm telling you which one to buy and which one to run from. Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty? Even on used vehicles, if you're within that window, you're still covered. Find me another manufacturer offering that kind of confidence on a $12,000 SUV. Bottom line, if you need a 3-row SUV on a budget, the Outlander GT is the smart play. Number 4. Honda Passport, 2019 to 2021. This isn't the cheapest SUV on this list, but here's what it is. A Honda Pilot without the 3rd row, running $22,000 to $27,000. A comparable Pilot? $26,000 to $32,000. A 4Runner? Same ballpark. You're getting the exact same Honda powertrain for $5,000 to $8,000 less. That's not a small discount. That's real money back in your pocket. So why does nobody buy it? Because buyers default to the Pilot or the CR-V. Those are the names they know. The Passport gets skipped over like it doesn't exist. Same legendary engine, same Honda engineering, just fewer seats. That's it. That's the only difference. Now let's talk about what you're actually getting. The J35 3.5-liter V6, 280 horsepower. Naturally aspirated, IV-Tech design. This engine has been the backbone of Honda's larger vehicles for decades. No turbo complexity. Owners routinely cross 250,000 miles with nothing but scheduled maintenance. Annual maintenance cost? $371 a year. 10-year total? $7,824. That's less than most people spend on a single major repair on a Ford Explorer. The ZF9 speed gets some criticism online for slow shifts. Fair enough. But reliability-wise, solid. Honda ironed out the software and hardware issues that plagued the early 2016 Pilot. By 2019, this transmission was sorted. The data backs that up. Now here's where I have to be straight with you. The J35 uses a timing belt, not a chain. Budget: $638 to $1,200 at around 100,000 miles for belt and water pump replacement. This is an interference engine miss that service, and you're looking at catastrophic engine damage. But schedule it on time, and the J35 will reward you with another 150,000 miles without blinking. That's not a weakness, that's a maintenance item. Every engine has them. At least this one tells you exactly when and how much. Who should buy? Anyone who doesn't need a third row but wants Honda's best V6 at a lower price. Who should skip? If you need maximum passenger capacity, get the Pilot instead. Number 3. Mazda CX-3, 2016 to 2022. Under $15,000 with low miles. While Honda HR-V and Toyota CHR buyers are spending $17,000 to $20,000, you can grab a CX-3 for $2,000 to $5,000 less. That's the deal. But let me be upfront with you. This is a subcompact. It's small. If you need backseat room for adults or serious cargo space, this isn't your vehicle. Skip ahead to number 2. But if you're single, a couple, or someone who just needs a reliable daily driver that sips gas and never brakes, keep listening. Because for that buyer, this is the cheapest gold mine on the entire list. So why does nobody cross-shop this thing? Same story. Doesn't have the brand cash of Honda or Toyota. Buyers assume only those two make reliable small SUVs. That assumption is costing them thousands every single time. Here's what the numbers actually say. Annual maintenance? $345 a year. That ranks second out of 7 subcompact SUVs on RepairPal. Reliability rating? 4.5 out of 5. These aren't my numbers. This is data across thousands of owners. The CX-3 doesn't just compete with the HR-V and CHR on reliability. It beats them for less money. The 2-liter Skyactiv G 4-cylinder paired with a 6-speed automatic. Straightforward as it gets. No turbo, no CVT, no complexity. Timing chain designed to last the life of the engine. That's another $1,000 you never have to spend. 148 horsepower won't win any drag races. But that's not why you're buying this thing. You're buying it because it starts every morning, costs nothing to maintain, and refuses to die. And here's the part nobody expects from a subcompact SUV. It's actually fun to drive. Mazda tuned this thing like a sporty car. Tight steering, responsive handling, solid build quality. You're not just buying cheap and reliable. You're buying something you'll actually enjoy driving every day. That's rare in this price range. Who should buy? Single person or couple who values reliability, low cost, and doesn't mind a smaller footprint. Who should skip? Families, anyone hauling gear, or anyone who needs backseat room. This is a subcompact own that before you buy it. 3 down. A 3-row V6 for $10K. Honda's best powertrain for thousands less than a Pilot. A subcompact that costs $345 a year to maintain. That's real money saved on real vehicles. But the top 2 haven't dropped yet. And I promise you, number 1 is going to change how you think about which brands deserve your money. If this list is already saving you from overpaying, hit that like button. That's all I ask. And if you're new here, I do this every week. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Now, let's get to the good stuff. Number 2. Toyota Venza, 2009 to 2015. AV6, all-wheel drive Toyota for $10,000 to $15,000. A comparable RAV4 or Highlander of the same vintage, $15,000 to $21,000. You're getting Toyota reliability for used Camry money and nobody is paying attention. This thing sits on used car lots collecting dust while people overpay for the Toyota name on a different badge. Why? The Venza had an identity crisis. Was it a wagon? An SUV? A crossover? Toyota never figured out how to market it. It wasn't a sales success. They discontinued it in 2015. Most buyers moved on and forgot it existed. That's the best thing that ever happened to smart buyers. Now here's the part that should stop you in your tracks. The Venza is built on the same Toyota K platform as the Camry. It shares mechanical underpinnings with the Lexus RX. Let me say that again. You're paying $12,000 for a vehicle that shares its engineering with a Lexus. This is Lexus Light, without the Lexus price tag. At this price point, that's not a gold mine. That's a robbery. And the data backs it up. You've got two engine choices. The 2.7-liter four-cylinder 185 horsepower, virtually indestructible, or the 3.5-liter 2GR, FE V6 268 horsepower, legendary status. This engine is known for crossing 300,000 miles with nothing but oil changes. Both engines use timing chains. No belt replacement, ever. Annual maintenance averages $391 a year. 10-year total, $6,089. That beats the industry average by over $2,000. Those aren't promises, that's owner data across thousands of vehicles. No turbo headaches, no CVT nightmares, no hybrid battery concerns. The 6-speed automatic is proven and reliable. Just Toyota engineering paired with AWD that refuses to quit. Who should buy? Anyone wanting Toyota reliability without paying Toyota tax. Who should skip? Anyone who needs the latest tech or modern infotainment. The Venza's interior is from a different era. But if screens matter more to you than engineering, you're shopping wrong anyway. This is the forgotten Toyota that mechanics buy for their families. If you find a V6 Venza with AWD and reasonable miles, buy it before someone else reads this list. Number 1. And yeah, it's a Mazda CX-5, 2013 to 2022. I told you number 1 would make you question everything you thought about which brands are reliable. Here it is. A 2018 Mazda CX-5 runs $15,000 to $18,000. A 2018 RAV4, $20,000 to $23,000. That's $5,000 in your pocket for a vehicle that matches and in some cases beats the RAV4 on reliability. Not my opinion. I'll show you the data in a second. Now let me be honest. The CX-5 isn't completely ignored. It sells. People buy them. But here's the thing. When someone walks into a dealership looking for a reliable compact SUV, they think Honda, they think Toyota. Mazda doesn't even get invited to that conversation. And that gap between reputation and reality is exactly where smart money lives. So let's talk data. IC Cars analyzed over 300 million vehicles. CX-5 owners regularly report hitting 200,000 to 250,000 miles with routine maintenance only. That's not anecdote, that's data from hundreds of millions of vehicles. RepairPal rates it 4.5 out of 5, ranking first out of 26 compact SUVs, first out of 26. Annual maintenance? $447 a year versus the $573 segment average. Every single metric says the same thing. This vehicle is as reliable as anything Honda or Toyota makes, for thousands less. Here's why. The 2.5-liter Skyactiv G 4-cylinder, 187 horsepower, naturally aspirated, timing chain. And here's what makes this engine special. Dual injection, both port and direct injection. You get the efficiency of direct injection without the carbon buildup that's killing so many modern engines. That's not marketing, that's engineering foresight. Pair that with a 6-speed Skyactiv drive automatic, smooth, durable, proven. While Honda and Toyota jumped on CVTs and downsized turbos, Mazda held firm with a conventional naturally aspirated powertrain and a real automatic transmission. Nothing extra to break, fewer systems that can fail. Boring in the best way possible. Both the first gen 2013 to 2016 and the second gen 2017 to 2022 are dependable. Any year in that range is a safe bet. Pick what fits your budget and go. While RAV4 buyers were overpaying for the Toyota badge, CX-5 owners were quietly enjoying the same reliability at thousands less. That's the definition of smart money. And this is the vehicle mechanics quietly recommend to their friends and family. Not because it's flashy, not because it's exciting, because it starts every morning, costs nothing to fix, and just won't quit. The Mazda CX-5 is the single best value in the compact SUV market. And it doesn't need a Honda badge or a Toyota badge to prove it. The numbers already did. Now here's the bonus, and if you like the Venza, pay close attention, because this is the same DNA in a luxury wrapper. Lexus RX 350, 2016 to 2022. Remember when I called the Venza Lexus Light? This is the full Lexus. Same Toyota engineering philosophy, same bulletproof approach, but with a premium interior, better sound insulation, and a ride quality that makes every commute feel like a first-class upgrade. But here's why the RX 350 is on this list. Most people who want a luxury SUV default to BMW X5 or Mercedes GLE. Beautiful vehicles, prestigious badges, and 5 years down the road, repair bills that'll make your stomach turn. Average annual maintenance on a BMW X5 runs north of $1,000. A Mercedes GLE? Same ballpark. The Lexus RX 350? Exposed to a fraction of that. And it'll still be running strong when those German SUVs are on their third owner wondering why the check engine light won't turn off. A 2017 Lexus RX runs $27,000 to $32,000. That's the same money, sometimes less, than a comparable BMW X5 or Mercedes GLE of the same vintage. Except one will last 300,000 miles and the other will drain your bank account by 100,000. You're not paying more for the Lexus. You're paying less. You just don't know it yet because the bill hasn't arrived. The 3.5-liter 2GR FKS V6 puts out 295 horsepower, naturally aspirated. D4S, dual injection, both direct and port injection, drastically reducing carbon buildup. Timing chain, paired with an ACE and 8, speed automatic and all-wheel drive. If this combination sounds familiar, it should. It's the same engineering philosophy that put the CX-5 and Venza on this list. Proven components, no unnecessary complexity, nothing clever that breaks at 80,000 miles. The Lexus RX consistently ranks as the top-rated mid-size luxury SUV for reliability. It outlasts the German competition by a massive margin. Quiet, comfortable, luxurious, and built with the same "it just runs" mentality as every vehicle on this list. Who should buy? Anyone who wants luxury without the money pit that usually comes with it. Who should skip? If you're strictly budget-focused, go back to number 2. The Venza gives you the same Toyota DNA for a fraction of the price. But if your budget allows it, the RX 350 is the smartest luxury SUV money can buy. I bet most of you didn't expect a Mazda to take the #1 spot over a Toyota and a Honda. That tells you everything about where the real value is hiding. Drop your pick in the comments. Which one caught you off guard? 5 SUVs, all ignored, all gold mines, exposed to sitting on used car lots right now. While people overpay for badges they recognize, these vehicles won't turn heads. They won't impress your neighbors. But the person who buys engineering instead of branding, that person always wins. Always. That's not a theory you just watched. The data prove it for 12 minutes. Hit that like button if this saved you from overpaying. Subscribe if you haven't. I break down undervalued vehicles every single week. And check out our video on the best used cars to buy and the worst to avoid. Links are on screen right now. Remember, the best car you'll ever own is the one nobody else is fighting over.